Hey, everybody. I see we got a couple of people in here already. Dolly has
Hey
put her.
everybody, I see we got a couple of people.
Okay, I got it. I'm sorry. I have to mute my other screen over here. But I see, hey, Angela. How y'all doing? How you doing today? And Dolly, I see she's already got her message up. I know she'll be back later on, but she came in and put her message in. Angela, you the first one here. Well, second one with Dolly. I don't know why this thing won't work right. Yep. Okay, we got the people coming in. So today I chose the charcuterie boards. That's how you say it, right? Charcuterie. Let me see. Yep. Okay. I can be larger than the boards today. That way, yeah, I don't have to see all the food. But I felt like those were, I like that. I think those are pretty though. Those are nice. Give you just a nice light snack today instead of all that happy food, all that heavy food, all that heavy brunch food. Okay, so I see we have several people in the bushes. If you guys could come on in, hit the like button. We had quite a few out there. So that's the same name Sade landlord gave her. What? Charcuterie? Oh my God. Okay, so Shireen, I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shireen. Michelle, hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, okay, so it's Shireen. Okay, when she wrote it out, Shireen. Okay, her landlord. I didn't watch that skit. So what was with her, Sade's? He called he called her charcuterie. Wow, that's not nice at all. Not a good name, but I didn't. Good morning, Betty. How you doing? I see you in here early this morning. Good morning. Y'all say hey to Betty. Oh, the landlord was acting like Al. I guess I'll go back and watch that one. Because sometimes I don't watch, I watch skits one so that I can talk to y'all about them because I don't be, they're not like on my favorites list. I said he called, he acts like Al. Al is getting ridiculous. What y'all thinking about Al? Now Erica, she's agreed that she's gonna actually be exclusive with this man. Angela, you said she wasn't doing the news this morning, so we saw. That's another thing, because this thing with Shayla, last night she was out here acting a fool, and now today she's all happy. But she out there, she loud and wrong about Delicia. Well, she's wrong with the wrong. She doesn't know which man Delicia has. She think Delicia with Wayne, Delicia with your man, girl. Morning, Lioness. Yep, Delicia is with Joe Man, and so y'all know. Well, I know. Me and I think me and Nanya had talked about that. The baby was Delicia's, so I see that the baby is Delicia's, the little girl, Navy, and now so they put Navy in the skits, huh? I didn't know whether they were going to do that or not, but now they got that baby in the skits as Iman's a new baby. When Shayla gonna find out? Mm, mm, mm. So I guess Lauren about to fight Shayla and Tamara because they both about to catch them both in that Rolls Royce. I know. Hey Riri, how you doing? Hey Auntie Riri. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, Lauren about to fight. She gonna have to fight. She thinks she going up there to fight Shayla, but Tamara gonna give her a run for her money. See, she don't know. She don't know what Tamara can do. It's like just go look up Sarah Oliver and ask her what is Tamara capable of. It's about to be a misunderstanding. There's already some misunderstandings out there, girl. Yeah, Lauren thinks she gonna fight Shayla. Like, please, Shayla don't can't bust a grape. She's fine. She's not gonna she gonna be all right. That's it's Tamara who you got to deal with. And I think Tamara would have took uh Lauren on just for GP because she messing with Wayne. So if Tamara did come at Shayla, I mean, if Lauren came at Shayla, Tamara would just go for it anyway. She'd be like, let me handle this one. They're gonna have that podcast a full. And Candace says she'll be finished with the podcast room by Friday because that is the deadline, the end of July, beginning of August. Um, yeah, Angela, I don't know what. Oh, you said is Wayne trying to look the topic for the podcast because it seems like he tries to make all of them enemies. I don't think so. I think Wayne is just messy. He just messy anyway. Yeah. Well, Lauren, I don't think she will expose Delicia if Tamara comes with the smoke, but I believe Delicia she'll get exposed one way or another because what's going to happen is Aunt King and I can't think of that boy's name to save my life right now. King and Dan and old boy coming soon. Isn't aren't they coming? They should be in Atlanta like this week because they've been planning it for a while. So I think they'll be in Atlanta this week, and so they will expose something. Because King will be like, oh, she messing with him on. Oh, Jarvis. Yeah, yeah, Riri, Jarvis. But yeah, I forget his name every once in a while. Dolly is saying Lauren is all mouth too, the way Lauren is acting with Dan and hiding. Well, she can't fight a man, of course, Dolly. But I know she's all mouth. She's not the type of woman that fights. She just had to, act like she could fight. She talks a lot too. Angela says if Delicia take up for Tamara, Lauren's gonna spill it all. Oh yeah, she will. She most definitely will spill everything. So that's why it's so dangerous. Hey Riri, you said just stop by, send you a live, crank it back up, always. All right, Riri, I'll talk to you later. I'm sure we'll talk about old Beth Ann later on. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for the support. I'll be all up in them phone calls. But yeah, I don't because Lauren, I know she can't fight, so I don't see in what world uh, Delicia will take up for Tamara right now. Because Delicia is also she kind of heartbroken too because Iman dropped that bomb on her about that baby. Oh, Angela said we'll have a great Sunday. Secrets being revealed. Yeah, yes. So I wonder what other secret is gonna come out. Oh, you said Linus says I think it will come out when King Jarvis and Dan come to town. I think so too. And Angela said today might be Sunday reveal. Whew. Wayne need to quit. He always got something going on for us. I guess when we start asking for things, Wayne decides that he's going to give us everything all at once. Angela said might reveal. Dolly says Lauren used other people's secrets against them and hiding hers to Wayne about Dan. Yeah, because she's hiding that from Dan because Dan gonna go off. But the girls already know about Wayne. So they know about it, but Dan suspects, and Dan's been pretty spot on so far, though. Although he really don't know Dan because she kept saying Wayne's name. Dan's like, yeah, you got something with her. Um, DeRiri says Delicia is horrible, two-faced friend. Yes, she is. That's like, girl. And you sitting up there, I feel sorry for Shayla, but you did it to Shayla. Uh, Vanetta said, hey, Vanetta, thanks for stopping by. She said, this is a hot mess. Well, this is what we want. This is what we wanted. We wanted to make sure that they spilled all the tea and then y'all give us some more. Angela says, Dan might want to sit this one out because he's on the borderline. Yeah, he is, but Dan don't care. He'll call Mr. Big Wife, and get her to come and bail him out. Angela saying hey to the Vanetta, and Vanetta saying Tamara's learning a hard lesson about trust and friends. Well, Shayla is pumping it up, but Shayla is wrong. Shayla got the wrong person. She's saying that Delicia See, she got Delicia with the wrong person. That's where it's gonna be the trip because they're gonna be shocked when they find out Delicia is with Iman and not Wayne. But they already know Lauren is with Wayne. They just Wayne and Lauren just won't say outright that that's what's going on. Angela says Shayla gonna fight Delicia, Tamara gonna fight Lauren. We knew that yesterday. If there was gonna be a fight, that's how it was gonna go. Riri said, I hate they keep playing with the that topic, the unalive topic, and not providing real life options. I didn't even cover that one today. I just mentioned it in the second in the other skit that I did because I was like, I'm not even going there with her saying that to Iman. Like I said, she said it, but I didn't want to even cover that call. Angela says, I hope today we get to see if Shayla can fight because she always want to drag someone. She should have dragged Denisha the other day. That girl ran in that car, in that house. Vanessa said, I don't see this podcast. I see a podcast fight with Amber Watch. Mhm, mhm. And Angela saying a lot of these skits are so triggering to victims of DV, verbal abuse. Yeah, a lot of them are. And Riri said, Deontay said, tell you hello. We have a chat, and I told him you were on live. Oh, tell Dante I said hello and have a good service today. I know he's probably on his well, he's probably at church already by now. Um, Angela says she's agreeing with Vanetta. Hey Sharon, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, lady. Angela Atkins says Shayla playing the victim. Oh, of course she's a victim. She ain't nothing. She ain't gonna be nothing but a victim. Riri was saying I was scared last night when we woke up. She smiled, and we woke up and she smiling. That's what I was like. She all happy this morning because I had going back before I got on here. I wanted to see if they had a Shayla skit, and I was like, she all happy. She bipolar. That's all. That is it. And Sharon, yeah, Sharon saying exactly, Riri, because we all like, what y'all doing with the girl? Don't have her doing that. Um, Riri is saying, yes, Angela said they are. Miss B, you have you been watching Erica's? Yeah, I have been watching this Erica and Al. I picked up on those. That's like Al, she really needs to get away from Al. I'm almost thinking that Al wasn't even talking. He like one of those people. I take him one of those people. Have you ever watched Criminal Minds? And those people that be kidnapping women and stuff like that. I kind of take Al to be one of those types. I don't know. Because Al scares me. Dolly says, that viewers will sit back and watch the drama of the podcast unfold. And Keisha speaking. Good morning, Keisha. Hey, well, it's afternoon for me. Could be morning for some of you guys, but good morning if it is. Happy Sunday to you also. Hey, Trap Star. Thanks for getting in here, girl. I seen a comment you made yesterday. I was just laughed. I was like, Trap Star, you need to stop. What goes around comes around. Tamara didn't tell about Denisha because she was her friend, and now Delicia is not telling about Aaron because she's her friend. Doesn't feel good now, Tamara, does it? Tamara know Wayne messing around with Lauren. They haven't said anything, but she knows. She knows what's going on. Anytime you got somebody over your house talking about cooking breakfast and she's in your house, you messing with that woman. Like I don't care what her or Wayne say, they messing around. And Tamara knows it. They just haven't verified it, but it'll be verified as soon as they figure out who's behind the wheel of that Rolls Royce. Oh Lord, and Tamara is gonna flip because he never let her drive the Rolls Royce. Lioness says, Auntie Riri, there are some triggering skits last night. And I figured out now, Riri saying very triggering, why they put that one with Shayla, Iman, that one on in the middle of the night. Because at first I'm like, why we got Iman and Shayla in the middle of the night? But that kind of subject needs to be buried at night. You're like, okay, yeah, that needed to be buried. Like we didn't need to see that during the daytime. So it's like the kids are out. Angela says, Riri, Erica's skit want me to jump in the phone and drag him. I try not to watch Erica's skits, but it makes me get so ignorant. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Dolly says Erica agreed to be Al's girlfriend after all the negative things he said to her, not me. I don't know where they're going. Erica said it's there's a message. That's what somebody said yesterday in the comments, said that Erica said that there's a message in these skits. I'm sure there is. We don't know where she's going with it, but maybe she's gonna, hopefully she will get us there quick. Because we can't take a long time, Erica. And your stuff usually goes pretty quick anyway. Trap Star saying Wayne and Tamara are both single. She has no reason to be upset because everyone told her how Wayne was. He's been with everybody on the podcast except Shayla. True, true. And Angela saying Al gonna see the real Erica if he don't stop Erica. She's trying, but Al pushing her. He, that man. He told her, said, you ain't never been with a millionaire. And Erica laughed. Like, yeah, you just don't know. Uh, Shireen says, okay, I have a question. Have you been watching Larry and Bethany? Yes, yes, yes. Those are my people. Larry and Bethany. I cover them a lot. Those are my people. Okay, Yvette, good afternoon. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. And Trap Star is laughing, saying, I know which comment it was. Yeah, it was in it. I don't remember which one it was, but whatever it was, it had me like, okay, Trap Star. And Dolly is saying Erica's skits are hard to watch, even though there's a message in the storyline. I know. And Riri saying, love you all. She's welcomed me back. May God bless me and my channel and family. Thank you. You too, Riri. You and your son. I see you got your son out there in the skits now also. It's like everybody with you is watching these skits, aren't they? These skits are like a TV show, like it's a family thing. Angela says Dolly Al skit is just making me so mad so much. Yeah, Al is an a-hole. He's the definition of an a-hole. So that's what I look up and look at him as. The skits are triggering, but he's just, oh, he's so pretentious. I can't stand it. And Lauren, Dolly says Lauren is happy to drive the Rolls Royce that Piari drove. Oh, Piari drove the Rolls Royce too. Child, Wayne don't have nothing but community cars. When he gonna turn out the Ferrari? I guess he'll hold on to the Ferrari for a little while and make that one his personal car because he don't have nothing but community cars at this point. Every woman gets to drive them. Keisha said, "I wonder how long it will take the dynamic duo to figure out Lauren is the one driving." They have to give them 5 skits in order for them to understand who's in the car because they don't see Wayne. And they would know Wayne ain't riding Delicia around in that car. Angela says, I think certain things should not be in the skits. Yeah, that call with that Shayla doing harm, that didn't have any place. Yeah, it didn't have any place at all. It was good that Iman had a good message for her afterwards, but yeah, it didn't have any place. That was like, oh, we want Shayla to crash out, but we don't need that kind of crash out. And Dolly is saying, Erica, they are kick blade and click and rage bait. Yeah, they are. Oh, they be rage bait sometimes. And Wayne does it good too. And Dolly is saying Lauren being added to Wayne's roster. Well, that's where she want to be. She thinks she's special. And she's like, oh, he's doing this and oh, he's doing that. Like same thing Tamara was doing, girl. They didn't seen this movie before. Everyone had seen that movie. And it doesn't end well, doesn't go anywhere because he told you from the beginning that he's not going to be in a relationship. This is a situationship. He's married to the game. He's going to keep telling you that he's not in a relationship, that this is a situationship. And that's what he will keep telling you. So if you don't believe him, I'm sorry. You're not the girl that we thought you were. Because you walked into it knowing that it wasn't a relationship. You're not getting married to this man. Somebody, it's wife. No, you're not gonna be wife material. Would you want to be married to a man that has 10 kids already and you have 0 children? Are you that desperate to be married to a man that has 10 kids, 5.5 baby mamas, as he says it? You really ready to walk into that family? Lauren, no, you're not. Just be for real. She's not. I think somebody need to give her a wake up call. 5.5 baby mamas and 10 children and a grandchild. You don't want to be in that family. But she'll get the wake up call in a minute. Angela says, Dolly, I don't like it to make me mad for real, especially how Al's treating Erica. Erica on there, Erica, she's allowing it. So she sees it, but she's also allowing it. So I don't know how you I mean we can get upset, but it's just yeah, she's allowing it because she sees it and she'll correct them on it, she'll call them on it, but she's allowing it. And Betty says, Iman does not really love Delicia. Did you see the expression he had on his face when he was hugging her? Yeah, that was priceless. I was like, oh, okay, Iman. Because he got her back. You know, she's like, ain't nothing. And she does that little thing, Iman. But she right back and he can kiss on her and everything else. I guess you feel like if I tell you the truth, you don't have no reason to call me on anything that I do. I said, Lord. Angela says, but why is Tamara still upset? Wayne can talk to whomever he wants to. Because she thought she was going to be Mrs. Coley. Now, she was the one that was silly enough to think that going to be married to a man with 10 kids and five and a half baby mamas. She was the one that was willing to walk through that door. She should have just treated it as a situationship also, because that's what it was. But he was telling her otherwise, and she believed him, and she didn't believe all the other people, it, even the women who had experiences with him, like Amber. She had experiences with Wayne. Wayne's still after Amber. After all these years, he's still after Amber. And like he told I don't know, he told Anthony, or no, he was telling Iman. He's like, if Tamara still, if she needs something, she can always call me. So basically, he keeps the door open to everybody so that they can all come back at one point and he will help them. But of course, there'll be strings attached. So that kind of man is a dangerous man. Dolly is saying, it's hard not to feel some kind of way about Al. It is. Because he's the man that nobody wants. As you see, of course, those men exist, and because they're controlling and they're trying to make you into something that you're not. It's like he's trying to make her, I guess, into his mother or something. I would love to see his mother. I don't know if she exists or not, but I would love to see his mother. I almost think that mother is not there. And he is that he crazy. I think he crazy. Angela says, I remember, I say Piari in the Rolls Royce. She drove it over to Anthony's. Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't realize that, but there you go. So, community car. Well, he got community peen anyway, so it don't really matter. I guess it all goes along with it. It's all in the community. Dolly says Wayne should have let Tamara stay in that apartment that he offered Amber. Yeah, but he wanted to be mean to Tamara. He didn't want to give her another place to stay. And the fact that he is still paying her. So in reality, she can get her own. She can afford her own. I don't know what she's waiting for, but she can afford her own place because she said she hasn't spent any of that money that he gave her. So she can afford her own place to stay, even if she has to rent it. And Lioness said, yes, Miss B. Wayne has all the community cars. Yes, he will. He got like a car lot. Okay, you need a car today? Here go the keys. Um, Yvette says these skits are like a soap opera, like my mother used to watch As the World Turns. That's what they are. They're definitely a soap opera. Angela's saying Tamara should go fight Wayne because Lauren could not drive his car without his permission. Yeah, she should. But why would she go to Wayne? She don't even need to even be worrying about who's driving who or who's in whose car because he's not yours anymore. Vanetta is saying, yes, Dolly. But yeah, he's not yours anymore, so don't care about it. Don't worry about it. Dolly saying Piari drove the Rolls Royce to the mansion while Amber and Erica were sitting outside talking, and Amber said Wayne never let her drive. Just see, they all compare. No, Wayne never let her drive it. Oh, so he's had that car for a while now. Hmm. Yeah, that's why you could let people drive that car. It's been around for a while. You'll be getting a new one. And I remember, oh, which one was Lauren eyeing when she was in the driveway that time when she decided she was gonna go for one? Was it the Rolls Royce that she was eyeing? And Angela saying Lauren thinks she about to be Mrs. Dwayne Coley. That's her goal, but she's not gonna get there because he's not gonna get married. And if she marries him, she's stupid too. I ain't gonna say she's stupid, but she is. How do you? Mm-mm. Who wants to be with somebody with 10 kids? That's a lot of children, and not one is yours. And Keisha's saying she sure does. Angela saying Lauren don't care as long as the money's rolling into the bank account. I get it, but 10 kids, you'll have to interact with them, especially those girls. Those girls don't accept anyone that easy. Now Tony and Tamar, they really don't care. It's a woman to them, and they're used to their daddy going through women like underwear anyway. Dolly saying Lauren sees dollar signs and even is not thinking clear realistically. No, she's not. Vanetta said Angela, she is stupid. Miss B's gonna put her by renting put her by renting a car. The renting a house. She better. Lauren need a place to live too. And Yvette saying, Dolly, you right. Keisha says Erica is ignoring the red flags because Al looks good on paper. Do you think she's ignoring the red flags because he looks good on paper? I think she's ignoring the red flags because she's trying to date a man who is able to lead and to lead her differently than any of the other men that she was with. Because on the paper doesn't really matter to Erica. Number one, because she has her own money, she still has the money that her father gave her. So she's worth 7 figures herself. So I don't think it's really that what he can provide for her. I think it's how she's kind of trying to date where she wants, because she keeps saying, I want to be, a man that can lead me and be led by a man and stuff like that. Because DC and the rest of them, they can't lead no woman because they can't lead themselves. Alex could have led her, but of course he's a struggling artist, so he ain't really established. But I think that's what this is going toward. But I don't think she's ignoring any red flags. She sees every flag, but she's just choosing not to worry, not to act on those because she keeps telling him in so many ways. She keeps calling him on this stuff, and she backed him up one time, and then he decided he'd come back and he went a different direction. But I think she sees the red flags. Dolly saying Erica said it's a message from a real life experience. So yeah, I guess so. And Vanetta says Mrs. Biggs is gonna rent Lauren's house. You know something? She might. I think Mrs. Biggs knows that Lauren was the one that her husband was having the affair with, and she's probably going. Oh, it would be a trip if she rents the house and then calls him over. Lord, Lord, Lord. Because he'll be still pay. I think he still pays for that house. Because Lauren doesn't have a source of income that we see that pays for that house just yet. And Dolly says, yep, we bet. Linus says, as many women as Wayne has been with, he is the community man. Every woman can have a turn. That's what I said. Like he is the community. But they're on the roller coaster. Everybody gets not the roller coaster. Is it the roller coaster or the Ferris wheel? It's like everybody gets a turn. Yeah, everybody gets a turn. Angela says, but Vanetta, that's Lauren's house with so Miss B can't do anything, and even if she rents it, but she could let her husband know that she knows. Well, she'll know whose house it is. She know that that house is important to him. I think she knows it's Lauren. That's why she keeps saying that she's been trying to get in touch with Lauren, and Lauren is ghosting her. What if she could? Dan said, well, I'm going down to Atlanta to see Lauren. Why don't you come with me? Is that Lauren get caught up in her mess? And Dolly says, Vanetta, Mr. Big might rent it for Stephanie, who's Lauren's friend, which would be a plot twist. Yeah, it would be. Now, Mr. Big, he got some other woman, but his wife, I think they're separated now. Angela says, Keisha, I don't think it's about the money. She says she's always has to be the man in the relationship, and Al is taking charge. So I think that's what attracts her to Al. Yep, that's what I was saying. She wants to be led. And that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to step back and be in her feminine energy instead of the masculine energy, like the one who has to take charge. But Al is not what we want. We can't take Al. Dolly says, basically, yeah, you got it, line this about Wayne. Yeah, we know. He is the community man. He serves the community. Angela says, this is why Wayne gets mad when Amber didn't take the house. He wants all his exes to want him. Yeah. He wants them to be beholden to him so that he can always have access. He told, who did he tell? No, he didn't tell Rome because he was talking about Piari. But I think he told Iman that basically he pays Piari that 15,000 a month, because at first he was paying her 10, but he was paying her that amount of money so she stays close, so he can keep access to her, to keep her around. He pays them to keep them all around him. I don't know what kind of sickness that is, but it's some kind of sickness that Wayne has also. We need to be trying to diagnose Wayne, and then we can figure out the rest of the skin. Because Wayne, he has this way. Not you don't have very many men that will keep their exes around or do things for their exes in order to keep them near and to keep them dependent, almost dependent on him. For some of them, they are dependent on him, like a Erica, a Sarah, or their Iman. Well, what is her name, Imani? And see, she came back to Wayne to get an investment from him. So they always go back to Wayne for something. I think Sarah came back to get something from him recently. He wants them all to come back to him to get something. the community man. Michelle says, well, I guess Wayne lied to Lauren because he sure stood there today and said nobody ever drove that one. Wayne always lie. I don't even worry about that. I didn't realize that Piari had drove it, but yeah, I was thinking that, oh, so he let you the first one in that community car. Because there's always a first in the community car. So each car gets the first it has the first one. It's just the G Wagon has been around several times. Carla says Al is taking Erica to meet his mom. You might have missed that skit. I didn't miss it. Is he taking her now? I know she's supposed to be meet her, but I don't believe that I don't believe that Al's mom is real. I think Al is faking. Well, I see they got another skit out. Tamara, why she keep pressing Wayne? Because she checking him about Delicia. Honey, you checking about the wrong person. Wrong one. Misunderstanding. Angela says Wayne wanted to get Amber away from Dave because he realized Amber truly cares for Dave. Yeah. And he's realizing that Dave cares for Amber because Dave didn't didn't fall for Anthony's little cheap lines that he did. And Trap Star says Lauren is getting the apartment. That will be another fight. If she gets that apartment, he should put. Well, Lauren, she may not like that apartment. She may not like to be in. She may not want to be in that apartment. That might be below her standards. She wants to stay in the house with Wayne. Angela says Tamara thought she was the chosen one. She did. And sorry, baby, you weren't. And I don't know why you keep stressing Wayne out. And he's not your man. He told you bye. And Angela says, I thought Tamara was going to pull up on Delicia, but she's calling. I see it says she's checking Wayne about Delicia. Girl, get away from that podcast because you can't take it. You can't take she can't take the heat that's getting ready to come with that podcast. Because that's light work right there. Her her friend is getting ready to get her face broken. I don't know who I don't know who posted this this skit, but they got it going sideways. Somebody, whoever his skit posters are, they don't do a good job at all sometimes. Carla says Lauren was, oh, she was eyeing the blue sports car. Okay, I know she was eyeing one of those cars when she was in that garage that time. So that was the one she felt like she was going to drive. Well, I don't know if he's going to turn that one into a community car or not, but it would serve her right if he did let her drive that car and Dan walked up. Yep. And Dan know that that's Wayne's car. Yvette says Wayne said in the skit he'd never get married again. I'm sure he's not. I don't think he get married in real life either until he's much older. And Dolly says Lauren was sitting in the Ferrari in the garage. She couldn't, saying she could get used to this while Carly Red was laughing about it. Yeah, I remember that skit. I just didn't remember which car she was talking about. But yeah. Well, girl, you in there now. You can see, you can, oh, she's ridden in the Ferrari already on their first date, girl. So, I mean, you manifested that part. Lioness says, Dolly, it's my opinion about Wayne. He's playing a community man. Hey, that's what he's doing. And Carlotta said, Erica is telling the story. Keep watching. Okay. So that's what she's saying. That's why I said, when I heard that, I was like, okay, so I will watch and see what this story is because, like, I don't know. It seems because it's like, Erica, you got more sense than this. That's why everybody's like shocked. Like, Erica, we expect much better from you than this. And Angela says, Carla Erica says her storyline is the true story. Yeah. That's like all you gotta do is take Al over there by DC and Rosie and he'll flee on his own. Ooh, cause he wouldn't be able to deal with DC and Rosie. Mm-mm. And Dolly says Wayne said in the interview after he broke up with Emily B that he wasn't getting married and he's married to the game. Okay. He's still in his he's still for as a man, he's still young. Of course, he already has kids, so that's not a excuse me, that's not a goal for him. Um so basically he has no reason to really get married right now. He wants to play and he's going to play and probably until he get about 50 and then he'll probably settle down and by that time yeah anybody gonna want well somebody will want him because he'll still be married, he'll still be rich. But that's what if you look at a lot of those guys, a lot of those rich men, they wait till they're about 50 and they want to settle down because they've done everything. They done ran through so many women that they're tired now. I was gonna say something else, but it is Sunday, so I was gonna leave that subject alone. But you know, ED starts creeping in at a certain time. Angela says, "Why to marriage out that way?" Because somebody just said she thought she was the chosen one, and she still thinks she has the right to check him, which she doesn't. And Dolly said we had 22 likes and 18 watching. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hitting that like. And as you come in, if you're new coming in the door, hit that like button. If you're in the bushes, you can hit the like, and we still won't know who you are. You don't have to worry. Angela says Tamara just making herself look like a fool. Why she keep calling Wayne? He's not a man, and he can't. You can't tell him who to talk to. No, he wants all the women in the group. Only one he hasn't slept with is Shayla, and he told Shayla she's like a sister. So he probably never. I say he never will. I don't know for sure, but he may never sleep with Shayla just out of respect, also because she dated Arby, but he slept with everybody else in the group. So you just one of the harem. That's all that's about. You're just one of many. And Dolly says Mr. Big bought Lauren that G Wagon and that house. Yeah, he did. He bought her both. That's because she had no money. She says she has what she says she has several sources of income, which are those different men that she was dealing with. We never met any of the other men. Well, we did meet the man in South Africa. Um, and then we met Dan and and Mr. Big. So we did meet more than one man that she was dealing with. So she did ran the same game on the man in South Africa that she did Dan. She didn't run that game on Wayne because Wayne knew what she was about and he automatically just gave us some money right quick. It's like, okay, I know what you want here. And Dolly saying, please like if you're listening and watching, it's free. Trap Star says, right, Angela Wayne is also jealous of Dave and he's upset like Anthony that Dave Dave is an upgrade over both of them. They're jealous of his mansion. That's another reason Wayne tried to get her to move out. That jealousy, boy, that green-eyed monster. It's like how Wayne more upset than Anthony. And we know Anthony was upset and jealous. Cause they both over there was laughing to my yeah, she ain't gonna get nothing but a YN. She gonna be giving your money to one of them old YNs and investing in their dreams. Like, nah, she ain't got to give her man money to a YN. Cause the YN that she got money. More than both of you. Dolly, you said Wayne serves the community in different ways. Oh yeah, he does. Wayne, the community man. And Trap Star says, notice too, Wayne tried to downgrade Amber. That apartment was not something she would be in. Her condo was in a luxury high rise building where Mike's unit is. She was never a startup apartment. And Wayne's condo is there also. I thought he was going to offer her his condo because he's not there. And I don't think he has anybody there. So I'm like, why didn't he offer her his condo? Like now she wasn't because she's not desperate for the apartment. To my we all started from someplace. And hey Bree, how you doing? Dolly says 22 and 22. We're doing great, guys. Thank you for coming by the 22 and thanks for the 22 likes. Bree said, I just want Wayne to leave Amber alone in your dreams because he will never leave her alone. He's not going to leave her. He's not going to leave any of them alone. And Bree says, Wayne is sick. Lioness says, Mr. Big's wife may be coming for Lauren. She is finding out information from Dan about Lauren. I know that's what I said. She might make a trip on up to Atlanta to come see Lauren. Her and Dan together. Lauren's worst nightmare. Yvette says, I know all the women get excited when a man buys them a house. Do they realize the upkeep on the house as a single person? They don't know. Well, because Mr. Big was paying for that house. He was paying, he paid for he I think he might have been paying the mortgage on it. 9 times out of 10, he was paying mortgage. And he was paying all of her bills, uh, Lauren's bills. So when he found out that she was messing with Dan or whatever, he tried, he told her he would keep doing that, but she had to stay with him. And she was like, no. So she was like, okay, well, he's like, we're going to be an item. And she's like, no. So like, you got to go find somebody else to take up the slack on this house and these bills. Yeah. And Shayla don't know that her little gravy train is coming to an end real soon. And Dolly says Wayne likes to keep the exes connected to him. Yeah. Keisha, if Al wasn't successful, Erica wouldn't be okay with him leading her. It appears that he is more successful than she is. He is educated and his success opens doors for him. Well, Keisha, she's saying that basically whatever this story is, it's a true story that she's telling in this skit. And because we're all trying to figure out why. I don't know that it's not really the money. I don't know that it's the money. It doesn't seem like it's the money. Of course, he's more successful than she is, but she is successful and she does have her own money. Dolly speaking to Bree and Trap Star saying Tamara is turning into another Shayla. She is yelling and screaming at Wayne about Delicia driving the car like she's still his woman. He had to tell her she's not his mom. I know. I don't know why she feels like she can go back and tell him who to be with and who he can and cannot be with. She un she underestimated who Wayne is. They told her. But Shayla keeps trying to, Shayla keeps pumping her up also. And Shayla's doing that for her own purposes because she's like, well, I told you you couldn't trust Delicia because she doesn't want Tamara and Delicia to be friends. But lo and behold, they're not going to be friends. They were kind of, Delicia was trying to befriend Tamara to only kind of get Tamara so that she would be okay with Lauren. So she can kind of plead Lauren's case. But that was the only reason why Delicia was trying to be friends with Tamara. But Tamara and Delicia are not going to be friends as soon as Tamara finds out that Delicia over here with Iman. None of them can be friends. And if I was Amber, I'd just leave. I would slowly walk away from the podcast because everybody done slept with everybody's man. And Amber, you don't want that going around you. You know how everybody at the job and everybody get pregnant at the same time. Don't nobody want that. Amber, you got to get out of there because they're sleeping with each other's man. They're coming for yours next. You got fresh meat over there. And Trapstar says it's okay to be led, but you have to be led by someone who can lead, not by any creep. Oh God, yeah, he's a creep. Most definitely. Bree is speaking to Dolly, and Dolly says, Bree, I agree. Wayne should leave Amber alone. And Bree saying, Tamara, just leave, just move on, boo. Yeah. Trapstar said, it hurts Wayne and Anthony's pride to know that Amber is living in the mansion with the giraffes in the yard. I waited to see which of them goes and buys some animals for their yard. Probably, well, who's that? Wayne got pretty good property. So they probably get one made, one of those little grass animals made. And Anthony got pretty good. There's a lot of room there in that yard also. And Dolly says Erica said she led in her past relationships and wants someone to lead her. I mean, I understand all that and I get it, but it's just that how he criticizes too much. He's like very critical of everything about her. So it's like you want to change her completely. And that's just not cool. It's one thing to lead, it's another thing to want to change everything about a person. It's like, so what did you find attractive to her when you went to her? And Dolly says, why do they have Tamara acting like this when Tamara could handle herself in these skits? They have to dumb down everybody's character and they change the characters to fit some of this stuff. Like, yeah, because they brought Tamara in there like she was just as green and dumb as she wanted to be. I know she's in with the different crowd, but she should be able to handle her own. I don't know why they got her like crazy over Wayne, but this is how they're writing it. So we just have to go along with it. Lioness says all Tamara and Amber had to do is sit back and watch the fun in this so-called podcast. Yeah. I don't know. Amber needs to get out. I'm with the people that say Amber needs to get out because it's too much. You got Dave over there, he fresh meat. Somebody might come try to find him. And we don't put it past Shayla. Bree says, Dolly, Wayne writes these skits to make it seem like the women are fighting over him. He's so corny. Lioness, all Tamara and Amber had to just sit back and we had fun with the podcast. I finished it for you last time. Lioness, Angela says if Wayne want to sleep with the whole podcast, that's Wayne's business. Tamara, you can't stop him. You can't. He can sleep with everybody. He'll get Delicia sooner or later. Dolly said Lioness Wayne is a community man. He is a community man. And Bree Wayne done messed up Tamara's character. Well, he did that too. He did that when he let her when she let go of her friends, her real friends, her down to earth friends. Yeah, and she stuck with this crowd. She could still be in this crowd, but she needed her down to earth friends to bring her back every once in a while. Hope says Tamara is just as delusional as Shayla. She doesn't accept that she's an ex. No, she doesn't. And Dolly saying, Bree, yeah, Bree, they have Tamara looking desperate. Angela, Bree, Wayne want everyone he was with to still be a hang on him. Tamara's the worst. She seems like she don't want to move on. She needs to though. And Dolly's saying, "Yep, hope." Traps like you're right, Miss B. The apartment was below Tony's girlfriend's expectations too. That might be why they're gone. Trap star, you think so? But Tony's girlfriend, she lived where she lived at. She actually lived with her auntie. So if I'm sure, I think she might have left because when Tony went back to school, she doesn't, her family maybe is not here. And listen at me here. Her family is not I'm in the skit land too. Let's say her family is not in Atlanta, so she probably moved back to where her family's from so that she could have support. Because it's hard, with a small baby and not have any kind of support because you need somebody to come and pick up that baby every once in a while and, give you a break and stuff. And being that Tony's not there, because I don't know that she went to California. I know she wanted to go to California. Lioness says, wait till King Jarvis and Dan come to town, watch the fun. I hope there's a lot of fun when they get there. I want to see fun when those guys get in town. Trapstar says Amber should have told Wayne give that apartment to Anthony so he and Tanisha can have all the privacy they need. Since he was concerned about their privacy. That would have been a good one. Give it to Wayne. Yeah, give it to Anthony. Like keep it for Anthony, because she might get that apartment. She might get the house and the divorce settlement. Bree says, I don't want Amber on the podcast. It's looking like I don't want her. At first, when everybody was saying that, I was like, oh, I'm saying to myself, oh, she gonna be all right. But now I'm thinking, no, because we sleeping with everybody's man, and that almost seems like a requirement for the podcast. I mean, Shayla did sleep with her current husband, but I need her not to be in the mix because they're gonna try to get up in there and get with Dave, and that's not cool. We can't be defiling Dave. Angela says when Shayla saw Tamara going off on Wayne, she was just smiling. Shayla might give Wayne some of the yes. Well, Angelina told her she needs to try. Shayla get her yes, ma'am, to anybody that's gonna pay her bills at this point. Angela says Wayne might be Shayla's new sponsor. Anthony would go crazy. Well, she gonna need a new sponsor. Anthony's gonna be her new sponsor. Linus says so. Lauren and Wayne are both for the community. Yeah, Wayne is just a little more seasoned in the community than Lauren, but yeah, they both for the community. Bree says Dave is definitely an upgrade from Wayne and Anthony. Yeah. Dolly's like, yep, Linus, both of them. Angela says Wayne is so jealous when Amber said Dave took care of her and accepts her and her flaws. Yeah, Dolly says Wayne and Anthony both uh, like YN women who rely on them financially. Of course they do, but they're going to, it's a knock for a woman to have a younger man, and they think that they're taking care of them financially. But for the men to have a younger woman, oh, it's cool, and that they're taking care of her financially because that's what Anthony's doing. And well, Lauren ain't no younger woman, but Wayne taking care of everybody financially also. Bree says, I'm glad Amber can't. She didn't accept that condo. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even a condo; it was an apartment, and glad she didn't accept it. Angela says, I can't wait for Dave to surprise Amber with her dream house. Yeah, we thought we were going house shopping, and then Wayne gonna step up in there and go some daggone apartment. It's like we don't need no apartment. We're not looking for apartments. Yeah, I be looking through the some of the postings on the skits, and of course Wayne has already called Lisa and told her why she posting. See, then got him fussed at, and I'm sure Lauren trying to figure out why is he concerned that Tamara is upset. Yeah, Angela, we thought we was gonna be looking for a house the other day. We didn't go house searching, house hunting. Dolly says that would have made more sense to offer Amber the condo, but Wayne just wanted to be connected to Amber again, which failed. Yep, he needs to extend his community once again. Carla says Wayne jealous because he had Amber first. And remember when Amber got married, Wayne went into therapy. That wasn't no therapy. That was not no therapy. And Wayne is always disrespectful to Amber. That wasn't no therapy. Wayne was trying to hit on that woman, and he didn't resolve a thing. That was just like Amber and Anthony's therapy. There was nothing resolved there. Angela's asking, does Dan know Lauren was with Dan? I don't know what that means. Does Wayne know that Lauren was with Dan? I don't think so. Wayne don't know nothing about no Dan. Dolly says it's good Amber didn't make the mistake again with Wayne like she did when Wayne bought her that car. Yeah, that is so true. I'm glad she learned from that mistake at least. Oh, she's like, does Dan know Lauren was messing with Mr. Biggs? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because of course that's his attorney. And I think Mr. Biggs kind of wants to tell Dan, but he won't tell him. Because with the other day when they were talking, I thought Mr. Biggs was going to tell him, like, I know Lauren, I know what you're doing, but he wouldn't tell him so. But nah, he hasn't told him. Mr. Biggs seemed like he's somebody that liked to keep somebody in his back pocket also. He might come back with Lauren. And Bree saying, Carla, I didn't know Wayne went to therapy over Amber. I know he went to therapy, and that therapy, he was trying to hit at the therapist. There weren't that many therapy sessions because he was trying to hit at that woman, hit on that woman. Carla says, I'm still waiting for them to release the commercial so Anthony and Wayne can grab their chest. I don't know. I guess it was only meant for, right. I don't know when they're trying to release it because it's been released, of course, because Miss Johnson saw it. But I guess they released it so she saw it because of Trey, but no one else has seen it, which is crazy. Nobody else has seen that commercial. Dolly says Shayla might circle back to Anthony to get her bills paid. Yeah, she is. She don't even have to go back. I mean, Anthony will pay her bills. Um, he'll pay her bills anyway. She don't have to circle back. She just got to tell him that her and Iman broke up and Iman not paying her bills no more, and she needs him to pay the bills. And Anthony will do it because of Kai and the fact that he still wants Shayla, and he wants to keep somebody in his back pocket so he could become the community man like Wayne, and he will keep her close because he might, just in case Denisha moves on, he can go back to Shayla. But him and Shayla will probably mess around. Ain't no telling. Dolly saying we had 29 likes and 23. Thanks, guys. Bree said, I said the same thing, Miss B. Amber better leave that podcast. Dave is fresh meat, boy. Yvette says that podcast is going to be called, they'll be calling each other out a big cat fight. Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to do this podcast, but we'll find out. It's going to be ready. Hey Donna, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Donna saying hi, hey, and happy Sunday to everyone. And she says, Misery loves company. Iman has dumped Shayla, and he's geeking Tamara to be concerned about Wayne when Wayne is single. Oh, she is geeking. Of course. She always does that to marry though with Wayne. I don't know why she wants to marry to be the same kind of woman that she is, like you mine forever. Because that's what Tamara seems like she's going toward saying that Wayne is like hers. Like he's not yours. He's everybody. He's the community's. And Dolly says Amber will be surrounded by snakes. Shayla snaked Amber. Delicia snaked Shayla. Lauren snaked Tamara. Mm-hmm. Yep, there will be a lot of snakes. And Tamara got her little snake skin too, but just, she got a little snake skin in there. She's gonna snake. Who's she gonna snake? She's gonna snake Delicia because Tamara gonna hook up with King. That's my theory. And yeah, so Tamara got a snake skin. She got to put it on though. She gonna hook up with King. And Angela says, "Hey Donna, exactly. You see how Shayla was smiling. You know, Shayla always smiling at Tamara like she's a proud mom when Tamara is going off on someone. She's like, "Yeah, girl, I taught you that." That's how she comes off as, because she be smiling and all happy when Tamara is going in on somebody. Yvette says another Jerry Springer show. Woo. Donna is saying the sad part is Tamara let Shayla set the stage for her when Lauren is driving the Rolls Royce, not Wayne. We know that, but Shayla don't know that, and Tamara don't know that, because they probably don't think that Lauren would be driving the car, and they don't know Lauren is in town. But yeah, it's like, why she keep putting batteries in Tamara's back. And Dolly is saying all of them are going in circles dating the same people. Now, aren't they? Like Dolly is saying, please like, it's free. And then thanks for the likes. We got 27 people in here. And Hope, thank you for the jewels, the gold coins. I appreciate it. Donna saying Amber needs to drop this podcast like a hot potato. She should concentrate on her body butters and clothing lines. I mean, I understand why she doesn't want to, because that's a great place for her to be able to promote her businesses. But man, those women up in there, that's swimming in the sea of snakes. Dolly said, please bring West Side Tamara. Now they don't want West Side Tamara. They want dumb Tamara. Yvette says, Dolly, I know there are more men in Atlanta. Of course, there's more men in the skits than those three or four. But you know, they all in the same group, so they're gonna date from within. And Dolly's saying, why Tony going back to LA? She needed her mom and aunt support. With Tony going back. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm glad that her mom, and her aunt weren't in the skits anymore, because I did not like those two at all. Because that aunt was another one. She was another gold digger. She was too much. Yvette said, yes, Dolly. Tamara's from the west side. Donna says Tamara was crashing out on Wayne. Meanwhile, Shayla was proud, and Tamara didn't allow Wayne to say one word. And that tells Wayne, I still got her. I still got it. I could still have it if I want to. And Dolly says, yep, Yvette, instead of Anthony, and yeah, there's more men than those three. Bree says all the apartment Wayne was trying to give Amber was an insult. Ooh. Dal says, remember, Tamara wasn't afraid of Sarah Oliver at that cabin. No, she wasn't. That's why I said you better go ask Sarah Oliver, because Tamara handled her at that cabin. Tamara handled her. Hey, Juanita, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And Dolly says, Brie, I agree. And speaking to Juanita, Dolly speaking to Juanita. Yvette says that part, Dolly. Juanita speaking. And Diamond says, Brie, it sure was. Wayne insulted Amber with offering her that. Would you like to be my side piece apartment? So that was it. And that was surely a downgrade. At least he could have offered her the condo. And would you be, if he wanted to side, if he really wanted the side piece, he could have offered her the condo and not that daggone apartment, because that apartment was like, that was really a downgrade. And then he talked junk about her because she took the downgrade. She wasn't desperate to move anyway. Wayne was trying to keep Amber connected to him some kind of way. But he could have gave her that apartment was not it. It was a decent apartment, but not for Amber. Maybe Shayla might need it soon. Dolly's like, yeah, Diamond, you hit the target. Diamond's like, yeah, no way. Angela says, Wayne says, why don't you go and post up you and Iman? Ooh, he said that. But I believe Wayne did say that. Not because she's not going to go post them up. Is she crying? Over there, I'm looking at the thing. Is she crying? She's not going to post up Iman. Bree says, Amber haters keep saying Dave going to leave Amber when he finds out about Wayne. I wish they stopped. They have to have a reason for Dave to leave. I keep saying I need Amber to just go and tell Dave about Wayne. Some people say, well, it won't matter, so she don't have to tell him. No, she has to tell him whether it matters or not. It's just because she's working with Wayne. She'll be working with Wayne, and he is an ex. So tell Dave that and about what happened. And it probably won't matter to Dave, but at least he's telling him. She's telling him anyway. But you know, the Amber haters, they're always going to say they have to have a reason. It's going to be that, or what's that girl named Evelyn coming back, or the realtor. It's going to be somebody that they're going to hone in on as to why he's going to leave her. So, and Juanita says, I'm so glad Amber turned it down. Yvette says, as a woman with no job, yes, you need an apartment. They got a maintenance man. You can't fix nothing or cook nothing. Wow. Well, and that's Shayla. She don't have a job. Well, they all have a job coming up soon here, so the podcast will be paying them. Dolly says Wayne didn't stay in therapy long enough for it to help him. No. And Eklund says, great rising. Hey, Eklund. So your reviews are so good and you're so funny. I enjoy them. And you, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Dolly said we have 32 likes, 21 watching. Thanks for the likes. Click that like button when you come in here. As long as we got people coming in and out, but we're keeping our likes and everything pretty good. Thank you guys. Dolly says Amber and Anthony didn't stay in therapy long enough to help either their marriage work either because they didn't work through all the issues. They only worked through Wayne. They did not work through the Shayla and the baby issue. I don't understand how that never came up. All they talked about was Wayne, and that still never got resolved in Anthony's head either. Angel says Miss Johnson saw the commercial because she was looking for all vacation spots, and Anthony and Wayne don't surf the net. Wayne, sorry, Anthony always on that phone. What he doing? What is he doing on the phone? Well, he's checking the stock market. Because he's always on the phone like he's doing some kind of business or something. Juanita's Dolly says, Juanita, I'm glad Amber turned that offer down too. Diamond says, yep, Amp will start paying Shayla's bills so that he can start popping up at her place unannounced again. He likes to say he can pop up because he pays the bills. Yeah, he will. That's what he will do. He will have access, but and I wonder if Denisha will know that that's what's going on, and he will, and that he has that type of access because she doesn't seem like the type that will just let that go. I think she's more of the type that would want to limit that contact. But I don't know because her and Shayla, I wouldn't trust Shayla. Angela says, Dolly, you call what Amber and Anthony did therapy. The therapy session was more about Amber and Wayne and that whole situation. That's what I said. It was only about Wayne. And it never got resolved in Anthony's head because he was still carrying around his disdain for Wayne. He was still carrying it around. It was still till the day they separated or whatever. He was still worrying about Wayne, 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 Wayne. Eklund is speaking to Dolly, and Dolly says the Coventry made sure Miss Miss Johnson saw that commercial. Oh yeah, but she didn't. She don't. She believes whatever Trey told her. Trey told her it was a job. Well, it was a job. It was a job. It was a modeling job for Trey, but he told her some mess. Oh, I didn't believe that woman. I didn't know that woman. I just got a call to do a job. So Eklund says Tamara can hook up with King once she stays away from. Yeah, she can hook up with him, with King. And Dolly says, Angela, that's what I meant. It was for Anthony's benefit, not Amber. True. Hey, Hemi girl, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. And she says the podcast is real, so Amber is not leaving that podcast. I guess she's not since it's actually real. Hey, Vet says, Dolly, you doing the daggone thing. Keep people on point. Yes, she is. Dolly will keep everybody on point, though. Juanita said, two jewels, silver stars. Thank you, Juanita. Angela says, okay, Dolly. And Dolly said, Yvette, thanks. Just keeping it real. Donna says, saying, Miss B, do you think Iman will see Shayla after she said she would hurt herself? that would be the biggest mistake of his life. No, he's not. I don't think he's gone over there yet, and I doubt if he's going over there. He knows that he has to completely stay away from her at this point. Because he just, like he said, you got to pull the band aid off. And with her, you have to pull the band aid off. So he can't slowly do it or try to ease out of it. He just has to cut her off cold turkey and let her suffer through whatever she's going to suffer through. Juanita said Messy Pot is very bothered. And Dolly's like, we had 32 likes, 24 watching. I skipped that one. Angela's like, maybe it's good Amber's on the podcast because she might be the referee between Shayla and Larry. She might be because she's the only one that's going to have some sense. She's like the only neutral. She's technically not neutral, but she is neutral because it's really everybody got beef with somebody on that podcast. So I know like Amber's been trying to get a relationship, to forge some kind of relationship with Tamara and with Delicia. She hasn't tried to forge one with Lauren yet. And I kind of don't blame her because Lauren just not Amber's type of woman. Lauren is, and she definitely can't come to Amber's house because she'll drop Wayne and try to go get Dave. Like, no, she can't. Her and Delicia can't go near her house. Yvette says Amber's going to get her own podcast. I saw a skit where she was talking to somebody about it. I can't remember who. Juanita is speaking to Angela and Donna while she's speaking to Hemi Girl. Please get the likes up if you're watching. Thanks, it's free. Thank you. Thank you, Dolly. Angela says, when Amber get her dream house from Dave, I want Amber to say to Wayne, my man buy me a house, my dream house, and Wayne would collapse. Yeah. Oh, he'll know it because Anthony gonna say something. Dolly says Amber's condo looked better and was an upgrade compared to that apartment. Wayne knew that. Angela is speaking to Juanita. Nivette is saying it's going to need a referee for Amber and Shayla. I think it's going to air out. I don't know. Because I think the bigger fight would be Shayla and Delicia only because it's newer and it's current. Amber and Shayla, and they don't have no reason to really fight anymore. The only thing that would be exposed is that, well, no, that even Shayla being the one that went after Anthony, it would be exposed to everybody else, but Amber already knows it. So I don't know where I think the biggest fight would be between Delicia and Shayla. Child Honeypot just lost her mind. She has lost her mind. Shayla is getting to her. That Shayla spirit has gotten to her. Now she got a skit saying she checking Delicia about Wayne. If you only knew Tamara, if you only knew, it's not Delicia. Angela says, Yvette, that would be good. I saw Sarah um, and Ernestine on a podcast. They look so nice. Yeah, because Sarah has her own podcast, I seen her speaking about something Sarah don't know enough to listen to. And I'm sorry. And I've seen Ernestine on the podcast. Ernestine and Amber had their own podcast, and they would bring people up and they would interview. So they had one before. Dolly says, please get the likes up. And Yvette says, I meant Amber. Oh, they invited Angelina. Okay. And they ain't working yet. If it ever happens. Yeah. They yeah, those two have a podcast together. I forget what the name of it is. Dolly says, click that like button. Y'all better click that like button because Dolly not messing with y'all now. Come on, get that like button up. Dolly says, Juanita, it's about Anthony. You correct about Anthony popping up. Yvette says, Anthony was the one bringing up Wayne. Yeah, he was. Because he don't like Wayne. He can't stand Wayne. But he's always calling Wayne to get advice. I'm like, Wayne, Lord. Dolly says, thanks for the like. It's free. Thank you. We got some more people that came back in. If you haven't hit that like button yet, come on. Hit it as you come in. That way you don't have to worry about it. Dolly says Anthony brought up Wayne for most of the marriage. He did. And Yvette says, what happened to Steen's chickens? Trey not bringing the eggs anymore. He's in the big now. Trey, I don't know. I think them chickens still in the coop. I think Steen go get her own chicken, get her own eggs. You know, Trey was trying to go steal some eggs for some of those eggs from Miss Johnson for her mother, so her mother can bake some kind of cake or something out of those eggs. Angela says Tamara says she made the podcast happen and she will shut it down. Wonder how she was going to do that when Wayne owns the podcast. Whew. She thinks that she has that power. Tamara thinks she's special. I don't get it. And Wayne already about told her about herself. Now, what if he kicks her off? She gonna be sick because she let Shayla push her up to this stuff. She gonna call Delicia and check to Delicia for what? Delicia don't want Wayne. Lauren wants Wayne. You trying to? Everybody want Wayne. Nobody don't care about that little man. And Dolly says 32 likes and 16 were watching. Angela, Yvette being banned from the chicken coop. He said Trey is banned from the chicken coop. Yvette says they need a policeman on. They're gonna need security. Hey Denise, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. And Dolly says Yvette Trey was stealing the eggs and telling Ernestine's the chickens weren't laying. I believe it. I believe it because Trey, he can't be trusted. Lioness says Shayla is up to something for Iman and Delicia. Shayla has to know something. She's not moving. She's moving too calm about this breakup. She go back and forth. I think she's putting her stuff on Tamara right now because she's calm. Last night she was all over the place. Good afternoon, Tina. Thanks for stopping by. And Denise is saying happy Sunday to everybody. And Angela speaking. Dolly is saying Wayne might need a security guard. He's going to need us. Well, he might need one, but that podcast will need security. They're gonna have to have that podcast, so not everybody's on the set at one time. You're gonna have to rotate them in. Tina speaking to Angela, Lioness saying Shayla knows nothing. I don't think she knows either about Iman and Delicia, but Tina speaking to Dolly. Going speaking. Everybody saying hello, hello, hello. Dolly says Wayne might need another security guard for the podcast. He might have to rehire DC or somebody like him. Angela says Shayla is using Tamara like a little puppet. That's what I'm saying. She's basically pushing Tamara up to do all this stuff because Shayla don't like Delicia. I don't know if Shayla knows why she don't like Delicia, but she doesn't like Delicia. Tina says, please subscribe to Brunch with Miss B. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Come right in. Pushing them up there. Dolly says, Amber and Steen used to have a podcast that I watched. Yeah, they did. And Denise saying, I'm ready for everybody's secret to be exposed. They're not going to expose them all, but I'll be happy when this Iman and Delicia come out. Tamara and Shayla is the crash out sisters. As Tina says that they're the crash out sisters. Yes, they are. They crashing way too much. But Lauren says she's ready to fight. So now they set it up so that Tamara is thinking that Delicia messing with Wayne. So she's gonna come at Delicia, and then that gives Lauren a reason to go after Tamara and Shayla. And they know Shayla in the background. So they've already set up this fight for them. My thing is I need Shayla to find out that Iman got another baby. So I need her to find that, to get that information, that Iman has another baby, so she could crash out about that too. Yvette says, oh yes, it was Steen and Amber who was talking to. Yeah. Dolly says, thanks for joining, Miss B. We've chewed on a lot from the we've definitely chewed on a lot from the skits, but we know where we always go back to. It's either Anthony and Amber or these podcast girls. And today the podcast girls are winning. Donna says Larry has arrived and Bethany told him she's having surgery for both of them. She hugged him so tight. Because Bethany think that when her body gets down to be closer like Shara and Lynette, that he's gonna want her. But if your mouth get further down, she just got to change her mouth, change your attitude. You can't get the surgery to change your attitude. Angela says, come on, and like, oh, you singing the singing Stephanie's song, come on and like the like button. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. Well, I'm not a singer, but I can get it. Tina says, please support by pushing the like button. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And Tina, they are the Crash Out Sisters. That's their name, the Crash Out Sisters. That's their new name. Thank you, Tina. And Tina is saying Tamara made a fool of herself by calling Wayne and calling Delicia. She's calling them both. Why are you calling both of them? It's not your business. Lauren should then come back and post a picture of her in the driver's seat while they're playing. I would be see Lauren if she thinks she real petty. I would post a picture of myself in the driver's seat and just be petty with it all the way. Yvette says, here, Denise, me too. Bree says, Tamara did say she will shut it down. Tamara is something else. She thinks she got that power. She does. She can't shut it down. Says, Tina, yep, she is. Tamara is Shayla's puppet. She uses her just like a puppet. And she's saying, Tina's telling everybody, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Dolly's saying, association brings on assimilation. And Tamara is assimilating into Shayla's ways. Definitely, she's becoming just like Shayla. It's like, there's no need. Yvette says Trey needs his mommy. Please. No problem, Tina. You no problem. You come in here and get them whipped up. Whip them up. And Dolly's saying hit the like button. Y'all, we're doing good. If you're new coming in, because the numbers fluctuate, but if you're new coming in, make sure you hit that like button. Linus saying hey to Tina. And Tina's thanking everybody for support. And Yvette says, my one day off. I'm happy I caught y'all. I can't move. My son's cooking dinner tonight. Oh, well, that's good. You don't have to cook dinner tonight. Well, I don't cook dinner any night anymore. I stopped cooking. I cook every once in a blue moon, but I don't really cook anymore because I don't have any small children and I feel like I'm only cooking for me. So whatever I feel like eating, that's what I cook that night. But yeah, thank you. Thank you. We are, like I told you, well, Yvette, I'm here every Saturday and Sunday during this time. So if you want to come hang out with us, please come and hang out with us. Now, next Saturday, I'm going to have to figure out, I might have to come much earlier because I have a family reunion next Saturday. So, and I'll be in a spot with no internet or probably no phone service up there. Dolly says, remember how Shayla pushed Wayne when she was running after Iman, and Wayne will get pushed again if drama unfolds. Oh, yeah. Well, I think Wayne trying to stay out of it. And Tina says Tamara doesn't have all of the details. She'll have none of the details. They don't know. All they did was Shayla said, ooh, Delicia driving Wayne's car. That's Wayne's car. That's Wayne's car. And she's in the passenger seat. And that's all it took. I'm like, you don't know who was in Wayne's car. Tina's saying you're welcome, Miss B. But yeah, it's like they didn't have no information. It was all on Shayla. Dolly saying since it was posted on social media, they chose to reveal Iman's new babies and new baby in the skit. Yeah, but Shayla don't know because Delicia didn't know. But somebody said that is and because they were in my comments and they said that was that's Delicia's baby. So they said Delicia had that baby. Her name is Navy. I don't know. Angela says, Dan, come and take away for the rent sign saying the house is not put up for rent. What? He came and took the for rent or what? Oh Lord, I guess I'll catch up on some of these skits afterwards. But man, he took the sign down. Juanita speaking to Tina, and Tina saying yes, calling Delicia too. Dolly says thanks for the likes. Angela said Tamara thinks she is Wayne's wife. She has the power. I think she thinks that. I don't know what she's thinking. Tina saying happy Sunday to Juanita, and Juanita saying, yeah, Shayla and Messy Pot gonna have their feelings hurt pretty soon. Dolly says it's been a great live, Miss B, once again. Thank you, Dolly. Yeah, we almost time to wrap it up. Tina says Angela, yes, and Wayne Ben broke up with Tamara. I don't get it. That Tamara's not running with D from the west side anymore. That's what Yvette says. Juanita said, Tina's like, exactly, Juanita. Dolly said, hit that like button, y'all. Juanita said, Shayla don't like anybody that has a job. Oh God. Angela, Tina, Tamara thinks she still got clout over Wayne. I don't know. Hey Willie, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thank you for your support. Lioness says, enjoy yourself at the family reunion. I will. I'm going to try to see how I can probably do just a quick live early that morning before I have to go up there because it's about an hour away from my house, 45 minutes away. And Tina says, please subscribe to Brunch with Miss B. Thanks. Um, Dolly says, Miss B, I've enjoyed your family. I've enjoyed our family reunion this weekend and hope you enjoyed it. Yours. I will most definitely. I'm sure I will because it's kind of like it's the extended kind of family. Some of the people that you don't really know. So we try to get them all together every once in a while. Um, Tina saying exactly, Angela. Shayla is Tamara's downfall. Wayne told her to stay away from Shayla. That's what Carl is saying. Yeah, but she didn't listen. And Yvette says, I cook for a living, smelling food. To be honest, I hate food now, but I gotta do it to live. My sons in their 40s and grandchildren in their 20s. Oh, okay. So yeah, I wouldn't want to cook if you cook for a living. Yeah, having somebody else to cook for you, that's great. Most definitely. Your three sons in their 40s and grandchildren in their 20s. Yeah, you don't need to be cooking. They need to be doing all the cooking and bringing you food every day. And Dolly says, that's not Delicia's baby. I learned that from a source. Okay, because I don't know. I hear people say it is Delicia's baby, and then they say it's not Delicia's baby. I don't know, but I know in the skits it's some other woman's baby. According to Iman, it's some other woman's baby that he was messing with. So Delicia knows because she's the ultimate side chick. Shayla didn't think she was a side chick. So Tina speaking to Yvette and Willie. And Willie says Shayla is planning to marry. She knows that Lauren's probably in the car. She should know, but I don't understand. Like why y'all think Delicia is in the passenger seat with Wayne? But that's why he made her the leader of the podcast because he's. But then too that they don't know that Delicia was sleeping with Iman, so I don't know. It's a mess. Dolly said, 40 likes. Thank you guys. And Tina saying, Willie, exactly. Juanita says, speaking to Willie and Yvette. Juanita speaking. Angela saying, thank you for the entertainment on the weekend. You're welcome. I thank you guys for coming in here. I was didn't know whether I should do live. I wanted to do lives, but I wasn't sure. And I was like, I gotta have some people to come in here and talk with me. But I'm glad you guys y'all come every weekend without failing. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Most definitely. It says Shayla's Willie says Shayla's playing Tamara. She knows that Lauren is probably driving that car. Does Shayla know? Because y'all know Shayla, she got it out for Delicia though, for one reason or another. I don't think she knows why she got it out for Delicia, but she does. Tina's saying please subscribe. Dolly's clapping for Willie. And Juanita says, and I would tag Shayla and Messy Pot. She should have tagged them in her daggone thing. Oh, Juanita said she did PR the same way. Oh yeah, because she was pushing PR up to call Sade. Always pushing somebody up to be like her. And Tina says it's messy Sunday in Skitland. Lord. Yeah, they got oh Natasha. I feel sorry for her. Yeah, it seems like it's messy Sunday in Skitland. Donna says Miss B, the realtor, brought the for rent signs and put it in Lauren's yard. And Dan stopped by and took the signs with him. Stephanie threatened to call the police, and Dan said Lauren ain't going nowhere. Hmm. Stephanie's gonna have to call the police on Dan. Destruction of property or something. She's going to have to call the police because Dan's not going to stop. He is crazy. That's wild. And Dolly is saying Tina's super messy. Yeah, it is messy today. Angela said, I thought it was going to be a Revelation Sunday. Nah, this messy Sunday. Yvette says, Amen. Tina saying, Yep, Dolly. I'm gonna try to get through these and then get out of here. Um, Lioness says, I think the lady that Shayla and Delicia saw him with when Candace called them, Iman said the baby is 4 months old. And it was about that time. It could be, he told Delicia that he met that girl a couple of months before he met her. So it was around the time he met Shayla, also, I guess. What's the big deal about someone driving a car? Which, well, we know what the big deal is. Tina's telling Yvette to have a great day. Yvette said, I'll talk to you. Lioness, that's what's being said. It's probably her baby. I don't know whose baby it is, but there's a baby. Willie's like, I've enjoyed your live stream. Thank you, Willie. All right. We had 40 likes and 16 were currently watching. And we'll leave on this note right here. Angela says Iman said he wanted to make sure the baby was his. Yeah, he did say that, but still. And Dolly says, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining Miss B's reviews and for the likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, each and every one of you again, because y'all come through. Y'all come through and come to my lives and support me, which is great. And then you're also supporting me in my videos. So I appreciate it, all of you. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll have lunch. I know we'll have brunch next Sunday, but next Saturday we might have to have breakfast. So I might have to change it to say breakfast with Miss B, or coffee and donuts with Miss B or something, because we'll have an early session, and it probably only be about an hour, but I'll try to get it in there. Everybody enjoy your day, and I will see y'all around in these YouTube streets. All right, guys.